I want to talk a little bit about some of the entertainment that comes with the Labrador Winter Games, because there was plenty of applause when Ptarmageddon walked on stage at the Labrador Winter Games. The quartet that's based in Labrador City played the opening ceremonies for the games. On the Go host Anthony Germain caught up with the band with the punny name. Take a look.
There's a place where we can go. You can follow me through the snow to a place where we don't know what's underneath.
So Ptarmageddon is just back from a tour on the island. Here they are back in their home part of the province here in Labrador, Happy Valley Goose Bay, although you're not from this town.
No, we're based out of Wabush, actually.
How'd you come up with the name?
It was just, we were making a bunch of jokes at a party and somebody threw it out there. We were making as many Labrador puns as we could, and Ptarmageddon just sort of rang out and we all died laughing for about 15 minutes and then locked eyes and said, wait, is this actually the one? Are we going to do this?
How did you finally, we're going to be Ptarmageddon?
How did we decide to be Ptarmageddon?
Yeah.
We just couldn't stop laughing at the name, and we actually thought it was really fitting because we started during the pandemic, and ptarmigans are all over the place when we're out and about in Labrador, so it just kind of fit.
Because when I hear the name of your band, I'm kind of thinking that we should turn into like monster truck kind of English. Like it should be Ptarmageddon.
Well, that's kind of a part of the joke, is that we're really not that. We're really not like a hard metal band. Like we're pretty silly, so it's kind of ironic.
It's like a friend of mine back at CBC suggested a metal folk band in Newfoundland, Labrador should be called Bloody What's His Name. So if Ptarmageddon doesn't work out, you got that. What does it feel like being here playing at the Winter Games?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I've grown up in Labrador, so I've been into lots of sporting events. This is actually the first time I've been here, and it looks like it's quite a big event. So yeah, it's great. It's a big stage for us and big sound, and we're happy to be here.
It's the 40th anniversary of the games. How about you? How do you feel? It's obviously you have a very friendly audience here. You're back in Labrador.
Yeah, it's great. When we were out in Newfoundland, we actually had a friendly crowd too. They received it well, and but it's good to be home to play a big stage like this. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. For a lot of people who are watching who aren't from this province, they may not understand how big the Labrador Games are in Labrador. Why are these games so big?
Man, I think that's a good question for you. You've been
Yeah,
involved.
well, I mean, it's an Indigenous games as well as Labrador Games. So it's all the winter sports that we play here up in Labrador, and yeah, it's grown, I guess, over the years. Like I said, I've never actually participated myself, but I've been an athlete here in Labrador my whole life. So it's just a big gathering of all of the different places from Labrador and playing the sports and stuff. So yeah, it's huge.
There's also some very interesting games too, right? Like the Labrathon, where people are like sawing a log, chipping a hole through the ice, making a fire, and it's not that easy, but it's kind of unique to this place.
These guys were explaining to me the owl hop. I'd never heard of this before.
Right.
The hopping on one leg, that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Please explain.
Well, I guess you hop like this on one leg, like that's the, and then you just, it's like it's like an endurance contest.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
I think you guys have some sort of bird obsession.
I think we do.
we really do. It's true.
So listen, what's next for the band? You went to Stephenville, Corner Brook, the West Coast. You may notice there's a certain place on the island they missed. When are you going to come to St. John's?
We're in the works of writing and recording a third record. We might be out in St. John's. While we're recording that, we'll bring the show out there as soon as we can.
All right, well listen, Ptarmageddon, a pleasure to meet you. I know you've got another song coming up. All the best, have a great games.
Thank you so much.